and welcome, friends, family, customers, acquaintances, everybody in between. I am the voice in the dark, and here I am, decidedly not in the dark, talking to you once again after a long time away. Might change that intro, but I gotta actually get down to actually what I want to say during those intros. But you have to admit, it is kind of catchy. Anyway, so hello everyone, I'm back. Right now, I'm just having a little bit of a drive out to Marietta. And this little video, because I haven't done one in a while, this is just to basically get another video out there and get my voice going again, along with trying out the new phone that I have on the stand that I have here in my car. It's mostly just to see if it works well, and hopefully it will. If not, well, then I'll try something else, but until then, here I am. Hopefully things have been going great for all of you out there. I know it's been kind of a weird month or so, where some things have been happening, but then again, not so much. But truth be told, also, that's not really. I have been keeping off of social media a lot, and also been keeping things very down low about watching news or anything like that. Honestly, so that kind of limits my the things that I can talk about. I know it's kind of weird that way, but let's go first and foremost into myself. Oh boy, Tom, what have you been doing with yourself? That's a good question. I have been working pretty hard to try and find a job, doing something that, for once in my life, I don't feel miserable doing. You would be surprised how hard that is and how much of a challenge that is. Lord knows I could very easily get a job, but boy, the kinds of jobs that I'd get. Sure, I could get a job doing whatever the hell I wanted if I don't mind basically giving up every ounce of my free time and or becoming just one small tiny cog in somebody else's big money making machine. And I know that's very defeatist sounding, and you can't just jump in at the top rung. And I understand that completely. I'm not looking to jump in any job or business or anything at the top rung. I'm not expecting that. I just want something that, is not going to drive me insane to do. The closest thing I've ever had to those kind of jobs are, ironically enough, driving pizza around for the pizza shop that I worked for, or going further back, when I was working at a Barnes & Noble years ago. I was working in the back room, basically in shipping and stuff like that. I actually love that job. It wasn't because there was a lack of customer service or anything like that. It was just the fact that because I had to take care of customers too when I was on the floor. But I mean, working with the books, unloading the boxes, the people I was working with were good. It was a nice all around job. I liked it. I really did like it. As for delivering pizza, I liked that, but at the same time, if that was like the only thing I could do was just deliver pizza, or deliver anything for that matter, and just drive around in my car all day, I guess I would have been a lot happier. But unfortunately, on those kind of jobs, you can't just do that. You have other things you got to do, other obligations, and food service is not a forgiving business. It just isn't. And also, it doesn't work very well as a long-term career, believe me. A lot of miles on your car, and you're on the whim of people who you bring food to, obviously. However, you shouldn't always believe all the horror stories you hear either, and which is going to segue into something I'm going to go into here in a second anyway. Long story short, it wasn't a bad job. I actually enjoyed doing it for the most part, but the hours were kind of meh, and the hourly wage wasn't all that great, and you really were at the mercy of people in any other food service industry, waiters, waitresses, food prep, all those other kinds of people who are very much at the mercy of the people that they're trying to serve. And I don't care how good a service you give. Some people you just can't please, and they're not going to be happy no matter what you do. Not everyone's like that. I understand. However, it does get tiresome when you give your utmost and your all, and you're giving it everything you got, and they still don't tip you. I don't believe in tipping. Well, I don't believe in serving you. How's that? It doesn't work that way, unfortunately, but hey. That being said, some of you probably gotta look at this and go, well, that's smarter for you. I have recently signed up with Uber drivers, and just recently got okayed to start doing that, which is great and all. So we'll see how good that goes. It took a little while. There was some confusion at first about the apps and some information they had. For some reason, I had my information went in that I was driving around a Hyundai Santa Fe. I don't drive a Hyundai Santa Fe. I drive a Hyundai Sonata. There's a difference. If I was driving around and somebody was expecting a Santa Fe to roll up, which is an SUV, by the way, expecting a whole lot of room, and suddenly I pull up in a four-door sedan Hyundai Sonata, that might not be so good. Anyway, that needed to get figured out. There was a few things that had just kind of went both ways. And so that's all been cleared. Just cleared last night, actually, where, I got okay to drive. I haven't yet to actually take my first ride. Well, my first rider, I should say. So, pray for me, folks. Pray that this actually works, because who knows? Who knows? Could be good, could be bad. But, it's much like the pizza delivery job I found, where you realize 90% of the people, and I've said this before, 90 to 95% of the people, I'll even go as high as 98% of the people you meet, 98% of the deliveries you make are good. People don't yell at you. They're pretty decent folk. They usually tip you because they know that you work on gratuity like that. And as long as you're doing a good job, they tip you. And they're not, and they're not jerks. It's that simple. However, it's always going to be that small percentage that you hear the nightmare stories about that are going to be, and they're out there. No matter what you do, they're out there. And there's not really much you can do about it. You just got to power through it no matter what you do. Any sort of customer service type job, you're going to have to deal with people you are never going to be able to please. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. I have no delusions that somewhere, somehow down the line, while I'm doing this for Uber, and I might also try signing back up for Lyft, because I tried signing up for them a long while ago, ended up not working out. But we'll see. Long story short, we'll see how this goes. My dad, he drove for Uber for a little while when he could, and he had some pretty good things to say about it. So, we'll see. What else? I'm really kind of hesitant to keep looking for too many more jobs beyond that, because I have been given the opportunity to move out of state, out of Georgia, over to North Carolina. And I say over to because if you've actually looked at where I'm going, it'll be right next to Camp of June, basically. And North Carolina is not really a lot north. Most of it, the trip itself is actually mostly east. However, if I'm going to be doing that, which I will be because it is an opportunity, I'm not going to get too far into the details on that one. But long story short, I have been offered a chance to go out to North Carolina to live. So, if I'm going to do that, why would I go a little too hardcore on trying to find a job out here Georgia. You see what I'm talking about? This is one of the reasons I've tried to get on with Uber like I have, because I believe as long as you're driving with Uber or Lyft or something like that, as long as it's in the area, I understand it probably takes a little while for you to move to, if you're moving out of state or something like that, to transfer things. But you can still do that, and I'm all about that. And besides, driving Uber right next to Camp Lejeune, right next to Camp Lejeune. You know how many Marines, and I'm saying this with all the love in the world, hoorah, Semper Fi, I was there too. Marines go out, they have a few too many drinks, they don't want to drive back on base because it's dangerous, they shouldn't drive back on base, so yeah, they're going to call an Uber. Don't worry, brother, I got you, I'll get you back to the barracks. That's the kind of far away, not really that far away, that's still in the future. I just need to build up enough capital to get there and move my stuff. So we'll see. Other than that, things are doing okay. Everything's going all right for the most part. I'm just trying to make money stretch until I can get the Uber thing going pretty steadily. And if I can, great. If I can't, oh well. What have I lost? Nothing. I got the interior of my car cleaned up, and I gotta tell you, I don't usually brag, but this looks nice. If I wasn't driving, I'd show it to you, but I am, and I'm trying to comply with the new hands-free law that's coming out very soon, which means I can't touch this while I'm doing this. So, yeah. Suffice to say, I think the interior of this car has not been this clean since I bought it, since the day I drove it off the lot. So, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping I can keep that Uber works out. Here's to hoping that everything pans out pretty soon. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say hoping. I'm going to speak this positively. Yes, I know it's going to work out. This is going to be great. And I'll be back in the saddle exactly the way I want to be doing things. That's a good feeling. On that note, I think I will close this out. I don't know, 13 minutes. I'll close this out. I'll let you all go. And, yeah, I don't know how well the whole moving to YouTube platform has done. I noticed I had like 20 people see my first video, but then the viewership dropped off a lot after that. We'll see. I might actually start doing this both on YouTube and on Facebook, but one way or the other. The more platforms I could use to get my voice out there, the better off I'll be. And who knows? All right, I'll close it out on that. And remember, folks, I love you. God loves you. I hope today's been great for you. I hope tonight's going to be better. And I hope the day after that better than that. God bless. And this is the Voice in the Dark signing out during the day. Bye-bye.